Hey guys, it's Jess and Nick with Swan City Ceramics. We are live today. We are going to glaze all of our bisque work. We just unloaded a pretty big kiln. First time we're firing this kiln actually. So it's a new facility that we're working with called Catapult, and they have a big 28-inch kiln available. So we loaded it up last night and unloaded it this morning. So we have all of this glaze work here. I don't know if you can see all of it, but there's probably like 50 pieces that we're gonna get through today. Mostly for orders online and a few items for our markets. But it's a lot of V60 coffee pour overs. So we're gonna start off with doing our lining glaze.
Well, we started off a day or two ago when we put the glazes together.
Yeah, we did. We just made fresh glazes. So
Explain that.
our glazes are all handmade. So we consider them our shop glazes. We have 6 different ones. We had to make some pink opal and we had to make more clear, but we use all raw materials, different minerals and rock sediments that are ground into powders, and then we also use colorants like oxides or stains. And we have this collection that we really love. They're pretty pastel-y, which is nice. Floridians really like them down here. But
So we ran out of
pink
chemicals,
opal.
right?
Yeah, we did run out of chemicals.
So we're gonna have to buy more chemicals at the clay store.
Yeah, we get all of our stuff from High Water. It's in St. Pete, so it's
Yeah.
right here local.
Right. So yeah, we mixed all the stuff together, and you add enough water so that it becomes a good consistency. And then, are you gonna put it in that little thing?
Yeah, when we do our lining glazes, we're going to use just this container to pour into each piece, then dump out. We usually line all of our pieces with a clear coat. So
where's the clear at?
we've got clear right here. So we actually have to mix them up really well. So that's what we're gonna do first. Get these out, mix them up. Can you see this from the camera? You can see like it really needs mixed up because all the chemicals, they just get to the bottom and becomes pretty thick and sooty. So
it looks like we don't have much of that either.
no, this one we do have to make more of as well. I thought there was way more, to be honest. It was kind of hiding, but we're not gonna need a lot of this. It's just gonna be the liner, so we'll be good with this. We have to buy more chemicals to continue to make these. So when you're stirring up your glazes, whether you're in a community shop or you're at home, you want it to create a whirlpool effect on the inside, like that tornado. Some people will stir up their glazes, and if you dip or pour your glazes and it's not completely stirred up, the chemicals aren't being dispersed evenly, and you end up with a different result. So to get the same result every time, make sure they're really well stirred. You're always looking for that little tornado in the middle. Another test that we do is a finger dip test, and you want the glaze to show your cuticle through the dip. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Because as the glaze sits here over a longer period of time, the water will evaporate naturally. So we want to make sure there's enough water. It's the right consistency. All right. So a dip, and you pull it up, and then you can see on the close-up camera. So dip it in and pull it up, and you can see your cuticles through the glaze. So we keep this one pretty thin. It's almost like skim milk, but let's say we're gonna start. All the pieces that need liner glaze are gonna start first. So. Okay, so let's start with our butter bells. So they get a liner on the inside of the bowl part and the inside of where the butter goes. That just gets a clear liner. Oh, So what I'm gonna do is pour it in all the way to the top and then use a circular motion just like this to pour out everything evenly. And then if there's any little spillage, we can clean it up with a sponge. Go right up to the top and then pour it right back in. And then always give it a second or two just to dry up enough so you can flip it back over. I do this motion as well because there's always going to be a small bead of glaze forming along the rim, and this just helps evenly distribute it so you don't get a little extra bump where you don't want it to be. Right in the top. The glaze dries pretty fast for a first coat. You can see it's already dry here. If it was still wet, it would be a darker color, and you can see it dry as it sits around. So probably on one of the V60s, I can show you guys a little bit more on the drying. But before we did any of this, we actually took every single piece and dipped them in water and sanded them off so that there's no dust or debris on any of the pieces. So we get a nice smooth glaze. And then each piece that we have here is sectioned out to how we're gonna glaze it. So we have a sunrise glaze, sunset glaze, we have our forest, a few more. I think this one down here is purple quartz. It goes on, but we're just gonna fly through this liner glaze. So what do we do here? Yes, this is just a clear coat. Correct. It'll show like the color of the actual clay. And it's really nice when you know, are using it for food. You want to see what's on your plate.
Wasn't on, but anyway. Yeah. So basically, the glaze is it's just it's just the clear glaze. That's why you can't really see it on the piece either.
Yeah, it'll be transparent.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I might have a something clear here to show an example.
Well, just the inside of those things, but you can kind of see it there. Here, put it on the close-up.
You got it?
Yeah, you just can't see it. But the other glazes, you'll be able to see them because they like have more color to them.
Oh yeah. When it's finished, this is what the clear looks like. On the inside of a piece, it just looks, it's white. It's the same color as the clay itself.
So that's what we're doing right now. And you're just doing the clear, and you're not doing all the glazes at once.
Correct. And so we have them sectioned out so that we can streamline our production.
Also, you don't want to be mixing them all together.
Very true. We're also operating in a home studio here, so we don't have a sink to go to and wash all of our stuff out. So to do each color at a time, it's the most efficient for us in our studio space. We have a bucket or two of water over here so we can clean everything out in between. So after we washed each piece off and sanded it down, we also applied any wax resist onto bits and parts that we don't want any glaze to be on. So you can see right here, if you can see, right on the ridge here, we applied a wax resist. So if there was any glaze that touched it, it just beat it off immediately. You'll see it a little more prominently in other pieces as well. I'll show you when we get there. This plant has been growing so much. We trimmed it the other day and it's really happy. It keeps getting a ton of clay splatters and glaze all over it. So, I don't know what kind of plant this is. I think it's a pathos variety, but if you guys know what kind of plant it is, you gotta tell me. Tell us in the comments. It grows so fast. There we go. Got a mug. So we have these smaller planters and they all have a little drainage hole in the middle. This might be the best way to show you. Can you see the drainage hole in the close-up? When we glaze the inside with the liner glaze, we have to tape up this hole on the outside. So we had taped up all of our medium planters, but there's 2 or 3 here that will do with you. So we just use this masking tape. I think I have 3 of them, so I'll prepare 3 pieces. And then just place this right down the side. I'm lucky enough my finger fits right inside, but you can always use a little tool, which I think I actually will use a paintbrush just to make sure. Go. So when you pour it in, it creates that seal. You have no issues. Go. So glaze wipes right away, right off of a bisque piece. If you make any mistakes, you can just take it off with water, which is really nice. But let's say you totally use the wrong glaze and the entire thing is covered in the wrong glaze and you need to put it in water, soak it, scrub all that glaze off. You want to let that piece sit out and dry. You don't want any water to be on your bisqueware when you're glazing them. So when we wiped all our pieces off, we submerged them in water. We use really hot water so it evaporates faster. But then you let them sit for an hour or so there's no more moisture that would get caught in between that glaze. That'll create a lot of problems like air bubbles or crazing when you're firing your second fire. Let's see. This one's over here. We have these 2 mugs here, or they're not mugs, they're planters for Botany Cats, one of our wholesalers. They're the small mug or small planter with little kitty cat faces on them. Botany Cats. It's local here in Lakeland and they do pet adoption. So they have a little trailer where you can go over and pet kitty cats and then adopt them right there, which is so cool. And I take really good care of them. They're really nice people. But they get these planters in pink opal and forest green from us. Hello, inspiring fish. Where are you at? Are you here in a lake in Florida? Or even in America? You know, like half of our YouTube viewers are in India. They're in India.
Shout out to India.
Yo, shout out to India.
Yeah.
What?
I think you freaking scared away inspiring fish.
Inspiring fish?
Yeah. Like deleted.
I was too strong.
Like deleted his comment or some shit.
No.
Inspiring fish.
Come back. You inspired us. This clear glaze that we use is actually a recipe from the first studio that we ever started going to, a ceramic studio. It was in Philadelphia. It's called the Clay Studio. And this is their base clear for all the work that they do. It's such a good recipe. You can keep it thin or thick, and they used to do once firings where they wouldn't even bisque in between their pieces. They would take green ware pieces, fire them all the way to cone 6, which is insane, and it would be done, and they would coat them in the clear, and I think that's pretty cool. So the recipes are free knowledge. They were posted on all the buckets, and people that work there were really nice. So this is actually called Clay Mobile Clear. They would have like an actual van that would go around and teach kids and do events on ceramics. And that was their Clay Mobile. What else we got over here? 2 more bells. Whoa. Oh. So here is example, spillage. We're just gonna wipe that off, and then you can tell when the bisqueware is wet, it totally changes colors. So we go through, we do the liner glaze, we do any cleanup that needs to happen, and then it dries out enough that we can do our outside layer. There we go. See that last little drippy? Go. So in this state, it's after the first firing. We fire to cone 06, which I believe is just around 1800 degrees. What it does is it makes all the pieces like a solid form. They're not malleable anymore. And it allows them to still be porous. So all of this glaze that we're adding is getting soaked up by the pieces themselves.
We just set up this new kiln. I guess we haven't talked about it much on here, but I'm pretty sure that cone 6 is 2,232 degrees. Oh, let's look it up.
Yeah, cone 6 will be the glaze fire. Cone 06 is the bisque fire. So what's the difference in the two?
It's let's see here. Cone 06 says 998 and cone 6 says 122. Oh, this is Celsius though.
Whoa, that's a trip. Yeah, we use Fahrenheit. Americans.
Well, cone 6 is 2,232.
Yes.
And 06 is 400 degrees less than that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
400, that's
1,800.
it? Wow. Yeah, I guess the idea is that you want the clay to be at a point, the perfect point, where it absorbs these glazes just enough. People fire at cone 04 or cone 06 for glazing. I think it just depends on, you know, your preferences and what you're doing. 04. It's funny, like the glaze chart, it goes 06, 04, 03, so it gets closer and closer to 1 and then goes back up into whole numbers. Let's see. We threw all these butterbells on Livestream too. You'll be able to see hopefully a full video of how we make our butterbells. There we go. Sometimes I blow into the pieces like that just in case there's any dust. I think it's just a silly precaution that I do, but I don't think it's actually needed unless they're sitting around for a really long time. Let's see. Now, each glaze has different properties as well, so some of them drip and run a lot more than others. So we kind of treat each one a little differently. So with this clear, we keep it kind of thin, so we can let it sit in the piece for a second, maybe 2 seconds, and then pour it out. So we can have a little more control over its thickness. And then some of the other ones we like to keep thick so that they purposefully run. You get those nice little drippies.
So we like we said, we have like 5 glazes right now. There's a couple pieces there on the shelf next to you. That little blue planner.
Yeah, let me grab it.
So that, for instance,
This
that's covered in clear, which is what we're doing right now. And then has the blue on the top. And then that big planner up there is pink with orange mixed together, layered.
Yeah.
And what's the mug?
The mug is the triple melt, so it's actually pink with purple and then a little bit of blue on top. Because it's 3 colors, even the smallest amount of blue drips so much and it falls. So it almost like, you can see here.
Is that mug for sale?
This one is, yeah.
It just hasn't hit the bucket yet.
Correct, yeah.
And then the butterbell up there is what, pink and orange again?
Yeah, this one's a Frankenstein butterbell. So it's the bottom is pink and purple, and the top is, which is called our opal melt, and the top is our sunrise, which is pink and orange together. Same as this one, the sunrise. So it's like orange underneath and then pink on top, which is really nice.
Here, show the mug with the drip again.
Okay. It's got a little bit of clay all over it from my fingers today, but actually, this one, this is the one that's for sale. This one. This one is imperfect. So
That's
I don't wanna
cool
sell that one.
visual right here because you can see how the glazes actually melt. Because a lot of times when they see those bulbs, it's not exactly how it comes off. It melts and down and becomes flat like that. And then those pieces will basically have to be sanded so they're not, right?
Yeah, like this one right here. That's why these are kind of over here. What we're gonna do with this little glaze strip is sand it off until it's a nice little circle. So it looks more like these other drips. This one just went really crazy, right? And it landed on the shelf. But
That's gonna be pretty sharp.
yeah,
And
right
that's
now.
pretty dangerous. So before we get any piece, we definitely make sure that all the sharp edges are not there anymore. But eventually, once we sand that piece down, it'll be a really cool one.
Yeah, I love
And
this
those 2
one.
mugs are for sale, right?
This one is.
Why
This
not
other
the
one you can see, actually. So, let me keep this one over here, I guess. Underneath, there's a little chip right here. So, unfortunately, this one is a no-go. But it would have been really cool with these other little drippies.
Well, actually, you can kind of see too why that chipped there because the glaze ran down. Here, I'll show in the close-up again. The glaze was running down, and then it chipped off.
Yeah, you can see here.
It might have got stuck to the shelf when you
I
picked
think
it up.
it did, yeah. Like the shelves that we use, we put a kiln wash on, so it's a protective coating between the piece and the shelf. So if this happens, it pops right off and the wash sticks to the piece. So that's this white that you're seeing here. It's just the wash. So if it was just these 2 pieces, we could sand them down. Not sure what happened with this little drip, whether it was the kiln wash just was old or not, like it just wasn't there. Maybe it was inexistent in that moment, but it got stuck. So instead of coming off with the piece, stuck on the shelf.
And show it to the camera again.
Like this.
No, just like sides of it.
Yeah, this one's really
It's a shame because it was a pretty
so
good one.
This one's really good too. Of course, we
You might be
make
able
more.
to sell it for like discounted. If you want either of these mugs, drop us, slide in the DMs.
slide in those DMs.
They're normally 45, but that chipped one, $25.
Yeah, we'll sand it down
Offers
too.
on the table. Send an email right now. Can
Well-
ship it anywhere in the world. Yeah, we'll sand it down and make it
Yeah.
nice. But
It'll be-
it'll just have that chip. Show it again.
Yeah, this little underneath chip. Can you see it?
And that white stuff will be gone.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Everything will be buffed out and perfect except that chip there. And that other mug, same
Yeah.
thing, 45, because that's a good one.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, so basically this is what we're doing. We're glazing. We're putting these glazes on right now. And so we have 5 colors, and Well, eventually we'll make another one. So what color should we do?
A new color. Brand new color. What
Well,
should we do?
I'm asking the chat, really.
Yeah.
So drop a color. Let us know what color we should do.
Yeah, I think with all of our layering, 8, 9, 10, 12, it's 12 colors that we can make. And then we just started making a black for like Christmas. So I guess that's 13 if you count it. I think that might be limited edition. Black was pretty cool though.
We need to do more black underglaze too.
Yeah. We have this awesome commission here.
Do you even have a picture of that mug, that one blue one, the black underglaze?
I have a picture, the one that says grow.
No.
Oh.
Doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say anything, just
It's
says
just
black
like,
underglaze.
got sold the same day at the coffee art fair.
Oh, no.
Never mind. What were we gonna say?
We got this commission. It's hanging over here. I guess fingers crossed the person who ordered it's not in the chat, but let's see. This is a gift for somebody. So it was a V60 and they wanted the initials of their partner on the bottom. I think it's their boyfriend. Can you see it? So you can get anything personalized or customized and we can do any font. So this one they just said, you know, do it by hand. They want a little heart and an R. So it's personalized as a anniversary present for their significant other, their boyfriend. So I thought that was really cute. So it'll have clear on the bottom, so you'll be able to see the heart and the R, and then it'll be blue on top. I think that'll be really, really nice.
Yeah, we also make like really cool, well, it's with the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the underglaze. It goes underneath the glaze, basically. Yeah, we can, oh, well, we make these cool, you know, we make pet dishes. Mm-hmm. We could write your name on the thing, but we never really remember to take pictures of them or have them because we make them with some dog's or cat's specific name on them and then they just get sent away.
Yeah, why don't you pull up the website and you can show the Molly one.
Yeah,
it's on there if you
there's
want.
one picture, but
yeah,
you can check out our website. It is on there, but we need to make more.
Here we do.
I definitely do want to make one for Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
So, who else do we know that has a pet? I mean, Megan, right? What's Megan's cat's name? Biscuit?
Is it Biscuit?
It's something like that.
But it was like Toast.
Yeah, Toast.
Yeah. She has more than one pet though, right? That would be a great, like...
Yeah, well, that's why we make them, because that is a great idea. It's very nice. We have one for little guy, of course.
Yeah, our little guy.
And he eats from it every day.
Yeah, it's really nice. These V60s, little coffee makers. You can see here we glazed this bottom part, or waxed it, so you can see where the wax resist, how it works. It lets all the glaze bead up on top of it so that when you wipe it away, it's just like, it's so easy to wipe away. Especially if you dunk the whole piece into a pot, into a big gallon of glaze. It's really nice. It just makes everything efficient, beautiful. So right now we're doing a clear coat on the bottom of each of these, and then we'll put a color on the top. Actually, these two need a full clear, so I'll probably do that. When we brush the glaze on, we usually do 3 coats, and in between each coat you want to wait for it to dry so I can see the color change on the piece itself. That's when I want to apply the next coat. Perfect. Let's bring this over here. I'm not sure what to put right now. So I think these, our main V60 orders were from a couple Faire orders. So we do wholesale on Faire.com as well. So if you're a business anywhere in the United States or in Canada, I think we do the EU too on there. You can go on and order all of our pieces wholesale, and then you can resell them. So I know
you don't have to be a business though.
You have to be a business to go on Faire, but if you're not a business, like have an LLC and you want to order wholesale from us, just direct message us and direct buy. Faire, their company, you have to sign up with an LLC or a corporation, and they give you a ton of perks like free shipping for a year, and they give you hundreds of dollars every now and then. I know the first time you buy anything with a new retailer, so if you were to go on and click our link, you get $100 for free and free shipping. So that's pretty cool. Most of the local businesses here that have our stuff, it's all direct contact. But it's so cool that Faire exists because it allows us to reach out and be in more places than we ever expected. So we have our pieces out in California or New Orleans. So these are actually going to a place called Still Life. I'm not sure where it is. I think it's in Massachusetts. And they're a plant shop and a coffee shop. So they have some pieces that they had already got a few planters from us and some of our flower sconces. There was something else, matcha bowls they had ordered. So this is the second part of their order, are a few V60s in our pink opal color. Oh, it's called Still Life. It seems like a very beautiful shop. We looked it up and saw some pictures of the interior. I think coming up in January, they're doing a special type of market too, where if you spend a certain amount of money, they give you a percentage off. So they're doing a special discount in January. I think it's just called the Faire Market. So if you're at all interested, that's a great chance. But great chance to sign up for Faire, because it's like they're doing this super special sale where it's like a certain percentage off of everything after you hit a certain dollar amount. So I think ours will be like spend $300 and get 10% off, and then spend $500 and get 15% off, and then it's tiered, it just keeps going up. But if you're doing that on Faire and you just signed up, then you probably get the free $100 and free shipping. It just like seems like a great deal. Here, can you hit the close-up camera? You can see like the color change here, like with the fresh glaze. You can watch it dry. Oh, hold it there for a second. Hopefully you can see it.
Yep, you can see it.
It's pretty cool.
Basically, so yeah, and the wax, it's waxed in the middle with that. So that, yeah, you can see how it doesn't get any glaze right there.
It's like magic. Little bits of ceramic magic. I think we don't really brush a lot of our glazes on like this. It's mainly just spots. Overall, we dip all of our pieces right into the bucket. And I know some people, there's also another technique, airbrushing, where you have an entire airbrush and you can sit there and just airbrush all your glazes on while it spins around on a wheel. That's pretty cool.
The techniques are basically endless. However you can apply the glaze, people I actually want to do some testing with like, I don't know exactly how I do it, but you know how like those spray paint artist guys make like the stars?
Yeah. We have a thing here. I don't know if you wanted to do something today. I think we have like one piece we could do a test on. I had gotten it a while ago and hadn't done anything with it. It's called an atomizer. It's in the box. Check this out. So this is like a Model 1 airbrush. Like, I don't know how you would say that. It's like the lowest form you could get. There you go. What you do is you put your glaze in the tin and then this on top, and then you would just blow through this hole and it blows a splatter over this way. But a lot of people just use this. I think it blows it right up here. I've never used one before, so.
Show the straw part.
The straw part? Like this?
How does that work? Is that...
So I
just
think...
Show it to the camera.
Yeah.
The inside.
The inside. I don't know exactly how it works. I've never used one before, but I got it because...
Is there a wick inside of that brass straw? That, like,
no.
Because you're blowing air through that one tube. How would...
I think what you're supposed to do is like tip it. So it like collects the glaze here and tips over. And then as it's...
Does it have instructions on it?
Yeah, let's see. Use your mouth to spray glazes or oxides onto clay works easily and quickly. Inside the metal container is a tiny tube from the bottom to the top. When you blow air through the top pipe, you create suction that pulls the liquid up through the vertical tube, and the liquid exits the sprayer as a mist. So this is the little picture right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that is so fun.
Put it on the...
yeah. Can you see that there?
Yeah, we'll show all the sides.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like so old school. Like I'm saying, it's
Is it actually old?
It's not actually old now, but it's just like the first version that exists of a airbrush.
Show the other side.
Yeah, so it has like 3 different sizes, and I think I got the small or the medium. 200 milliliter medium. So I thought, you know, it could be cool. So I think this is a good way to do what you were talking about. This other side. And this is the instruction side. So it's not crazy.
And how much was that?
$20, I think. Maybe less. I've seen some airbrushes that just use a little battery that are pretty cheap, like $50. But I mean, obviously with this, if you had an entire piece like this that you were glazing, and it was spinning around on the wheel, and you're sitting here blowing over and over and over and over, right?
And
it's exhausting. So
and the
like
thing is spinning and you're hyperventilating and you pass out.
Yeah, so that's not ideal, and that's not really why we got it, but I think it would be cool to do some spot stuff, so that would be really fun to experiment with.
Yeah, I'm not sure what color. Might have to make like some white.
We can make a white. It'd be cool.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
You could also put like a stencil onto the piece and then use this as the spray onto the stencil. But
it's pretty cool.
I always wanted one of these, so I had the opportunity. I found it and got it.
We'll use it. We'll use it in a future stream for sure.
Yeah.
So hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Say hi in the chat. Thanks for watching.
Definitely. Thank you guys. That'd be an awesome stream to do. Next. I'm trying to think of all different types of ways that you can apply glaze. There's so many ways. It's insane. When you use the spray, a lot of people will do it outside or create like a little spray booth with a ventilation because it'll go into the air. You don't want to breathe that. So having some type of ventilation to pull away all of the particles, the best way. I think we could do it. We could set it up right here and have a fan going outside. Let's see. Up here.
Crank that music a little bit.
Hey. Shannon.
It's a banger song.
We gotta find a way so I can hear it next time. What's it called? Our little AI music playlist.
It's all AI generated. It's not. It doesn't have a name. It's Chat GPT. No, that's a joke. These are all artists you can find by hitting the description tomorrow, because I'm gonna add them all to the thing. It's a super dope playlist that I have, and I gotta add it to the description so we can shout out all the artists.
That's awesome. So all of our materials that we buy, like the chemicals and our clay, we get from High Water Clays, which is in St. Pete, here in Florida, St. Petersburg. It's, I mean, a godsend that they are so close and have everything that we need. It's probably an hour and a half away. I mean, an hour if there's no traffic. And they have everything that we could possibly want. The only other place that we buy any product is called Clay King, and it's on, we get them online. So when we first started experimenting with some colors, we bought some colors from them and then made our own. And like the atomizer or any type of like little brush set, it's usually the best option is with them. Clay King. and they're based out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. And I actually lived there when I was younger. So I think it's so funny that like we live here now, we can get all the clay from Florida in St. Pete, and then this place that I lived when I was younger has everything else that we could ever need. Like 6 or 7 pieces, I think. I have some pieces over here that haven't decided what kind of color they're supposed to be. So if there's anyone in the chat that wants us to glaze a planter in a specific color, you gotta let us know right now. We can do that for you. The color that we're gonna start after this is our pink opal. We have 4 types of glazes that we do layering, and they all have a base of pink opal. So it's usually the one we start with so that they can dry, that first layer can dry enough. We can add another layer or 2. And sometimes that 3rd layer, you really wanna wait until the next day. So we might wait on some of our 3rd layer. And that's mainly our color. It's called triple melt, which is the one that we were talking about, this one. So it's like a pink and then a purple and then a blue, and you can get all these different effects. You can see the purple shining through just enough. I really love this one. Definitely takes the longest.
When you say you love that one, like that specifically is because honestly, that one didn't even really pop off like some of them do.
That's so true. They're totally different each time depending on how much blue or how long we leave them in there.
So, not saying.
I wish I had another one, but I mean.
Eventually, we got to get that whole top row.
Oh yeah.
With some stuff on it. Get some more pottery in the scene.
We had a ton of pottery up here. We have a little, like a buffet cabinet. It was full of pottery, but we've been so busy with Christmas. We brought all of that out and we're selling it at the markets. So we actually have our entire inventory at the markets, and we have one more coming up tomorrow. It's called Mezzo Market. It's in St. Pete. It's right off of Central Avenue behind Intermezzo Coffee Shop. It's like a cafe and bar. But that one's so much fun. I think there's like 200 vendors that come out to that. And then we're in downtown St. Petersburg and we get to eat some nice food, so.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's a larger city than where we live. We have great restaurants here in Lakeland. But when we go down there, it's like we can eat at a bunch of different types of places.
So where are we gonna eat tomorrow?
I think we should go to Hawkers and.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Hawkers. Amazing soup dumplings, so good. But you know what, Hawkers, you keep raising your prices.
I know.
Can't go anymore. We can't even enjoy your soup dumplings
Ooh.
anymore. I swear they were like $10 at one point, then they were 12. Now they're like
15.
And you get like, I think you get how many dumplings?
6.
Do you get? 6.
5 or 6.
We always get 2 orders because it was so good. So you spend like $50 for like 2 orders of dumplings. Like, it's worth it, but god damn, Hawkers, come on. We out here struggling.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to soup dumplings. Literally the best dumpling on the planet.
Yeah, shout
Fight
out to
me.
Jinjin Kitchen on Ariana in in Central Lakeland. Best egg rolls in Lakeland, Jinjin Kitchen. What you want? I should not.
Oh my god. Best egg rolls in Lakeland, Jinjin Kitchen. You can't change my mind. Actually, prove me wrong. It's like, tell me a better egg roll. Love to try it, but they kill it.
Well, the best egg roll in America is on like Broad and Federal in Philadelphia. It's like the size of a Chipotle burrito. Super crispy. Oh my god, I dream about that, girls. But yeah, tomorrow St. Pete.
Yeah, Mezzo Market.
Might just be like a bring a sandwich kind of day.
Oof. You know, I really want to go to this place called 2J's. It's like a Jewish deli. Can you look it up and see if there's one down there?
We'll do that tomorrow. We'll check it out.
I know there's some in Orlando, but I really want to go there.
When it comes to like places with the best food, like Orlando's definitely got all the good food.
True.
Orlando's got a lot of cool stuff. And some of the best spots we've been to, like, even closed down.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
R.I.P. Bow Castle.
Bao Castle. They were late night bao buns, and they were always like steamed to perfection. Because if you get a bad bao bun and it sticks to the roof of your mouth, it is the worst thing ever. And their bao buns were so perfect and so good. And they'd put these giant pieces of chicken inside, and oh my gosh.
What time is the market tomorrow?
11 to 4 for the market. 11 to 4.
And, well, how much did the market cost?
I think this one was $125.
So we already paid $125 to go to be in the market. It'll be it's about an hour away, so back and forth, maybe $10-15 of gas. And then so yeah.
If we
it's the
eat any
last
food,
market.
yeah.
Yeah. If it's the last market of the year, hopefully all the shoppers show up for Christmas.
This market actually, it was supposed to be last Saturday, but we got hit with some like tropical storm. Do you know what that rain was all about?
It wasn't a tropical storm.
No, it wasn't.
It was just a big, I think.
Cold.
Well, before the storm, they estimated there's be 2 or 3 inches of rain, and then I don't know what it actually was, but I'm glad that we didn't go.
Well, they canceled that one. So
Right, but I'm saying I'm glad that
true.
it was canceled because I would not want to be there.
Yeah. Very, very, very true. We did a market last weekend in Orlando called Milk Mart, and it was pretty nasty at the beginning. So they said winds up to 30 miles an hour.
All right, because Saturday it rained and that market was canceled,
Yes.
the other one. And by Sunday morning it was still kind of raining. But yeah, Milk Mart's a good market if you're in Orlando. Just Google it if you can follow them online, I'm sure.
Oh,
Milk
yeah.
Mart.
Happens
It's a really big one.
Yeah, it happens 4 times a year, so.
But what else is in St. Pete? Oh, Dracula's Revenge or Dracula's Legacy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Dracula's Legacy is really good.
They're amazing there. Like, tiny hole in the wall spot. All wine, a few beers, amazing food. And it's all cooked fresh, the Dracula's Legacy.
Well, mostly because everything in the area is really good and decently priced.
Yeah.
But we go for the bacon wrap dates. So.
Bacon wrap dates. If you've never had them, it's a life changer.
And they come with these little pickled peppers with like goat cheese inside of them.
Are they called prosciutto peppers? Is that what they're called? I'm just making that up.
No idea. It's like an Italian thing, really. You can find them like in an Olive Bar usually. But with the bacon wrap dates, it's so good.
We might just have to go there tomorrow, though.
What else is there?
St. Pete. Well, the beaches. We mainly go for the beaches, so we'll go to St. Pete Beach if we just go for fun.
It's too cold tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Sure.
Sure what?
I said I'm not sure. Sorry. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We haven't really found all the places there. Well, they have that cool little street, but there's a bunch of bars and then parking downtown and everything.
Parking's a lot.
St. Pete Pier is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
There was a really cool like barbecue spot.
What was that called? Tiki?
That had a tiki thing on top of it.
It's called Dr. Pepper's, I think.
Like closed down, I think.
It closed down. Dr. Pepper Barbecue. That's sad.
All right, so what's next?
We're actually, so this one order is for a set where it is clear with pink opal drips. So what we're gonna do is take our pieces here that we already put a clear coat inside, and this is the little set that they got. So it's gonna be the V60 top, the mug, and a spoon rest. Little gift set. It'll be clear with pink opal drips. So we're gonna start here, and I'm gonna do a dip into the clear right here, and then hold it for 3 seconds. Just come up softly, and then you can see these drippies. So we just slowly rotate it around so they disperse evenly. We did the inside with the liner earlier. So this is clear on the inside, clear on the outside. Here. This little spoon rest has wax on the bottom and the edges. So we're just gonna do a quick dip. Let it hang. You can see the whole back unglazed, the sides are unglazed because of that wax resist. There we go. Now we're gonna do our V60 as well. Just always want to make sure your glazes are well stirred. So some of the glazes that we have to stir way more frequently than others, because we know from experience they get settled very fast. This one's pretty good. So get out of your plant. I'm gonna go with a half dip on this one and then do the bottom half. It's got drippy. Oh, let's not do that. This one,
You basically put the whole thing in there.
yes.
If we had more glaze, you just dunk it in, but we're kind of
Yeah.
like brokies.
This
Show
one,
the bottom, because you can see how the because the whole thing went in there.
yeah.
And you can see how that wax prevented that lip from getting glazed. I'm going to show the close-up cam here.
Okay, here. Fingers are wet, sorry. But I'm just gonna take a little sponge and wipe that away.
Can't see.
Can't see it.
This would be like right in the middle of the wheel.
Okay.
It's like a $20,000 camera, so it doesn't work very well.
What about right here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So because we dipped this one in 2 sections, you can see where the line is here, where my fingers were. So once this is totally dry, we're just gonna go in, and they call it finger sanding, and you just rub that away. It takes away any imperfections, any little pinholes that'll happen. But pretty much the idea is that any part of the piece that touches a kiln shelf cannot be glazed. Otherwise it'll just stick. So that's why these feet are there pretty much, you know, not only aesthetically, but this one in particular works extra because it creates like a little non-slip grip on your mug as well. So it's added benefit, but pretty much same here. So this is a flat foot, also waxed. You don't want any glaze on here, and we make sure of it. So before we load any piece into the kiln, we double check the bottoms to make sure that there's no extra little dots of glaze. Otherwise it'll be a bad day. Everything will get stuck to the kiln. But that's where that precaution that kiln wash comes into play, like we saw on the bottom of the mug, that white residue. It helps, but it's not an end all be all. So let's see, we're gonna do one more of these clear B60s. Nice. All right. I'm gonna give it a stir. I wish I made more of this clear. I think we had the chemicals for it too. It was hiding. This bucket was over on the side. I didn't catch it, unfortunately. There we go. Halfway. 3. Just gotta wait for it to be dry enough to touch. Then we can go in to the bottom half. And then once it's totally dry, we'll go in and like just catch out all those little bubbles, any imperfections. Happens at the very end. Then we're also gonna let these sit while we glaze the other stuff and come back to it for the pink opal drips on top. This way it gives it enough time to absorb that glaze. So let me look one more time. I think we do have a few more over here. There are 4 pieces, 4 of these 4-inch planters that I have sitting over here, and I don't know what colors to do. So what do you think, Nick? What colors should we make the 4-inch planters? I'll do each one and put it in its spot.
Well, I'm not sure. Someone drop some info in the chat. What do you think?
Yeah, what colors should we make these? We have 4.
Well, we have 4 colors. We have green, pink, blue, and orange. Do we have orange? Silver?
Yeah, orange. And then we can
You
layer them up.
yeah.
So
It's just so hard to think. Not just because the options are like endless. I definitely want to do some cool stuff. Let's do
we could do something crazy and do a test.
Like
Let's
what?
see, like,
let's do orange and green. I don't think we ever did that.
whoa, we didn't ever do that.
We did pink and green, right?
Yeah, we have. That one's actually downstairs. That one's pretty cool.
And we have the mustard.
The honey color?
Honey
Is that what you're
mustard.
talking about? Yeah. I have,
It's called honey mustard.
oh yeah, honey mustard. Like a gurdy poupon.
What's the one you put clear over that for that one mug we sold?
I'm sorry, can you describe it a little more?
It was honey mustard with clear over it, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I was thinking there's one that was like clear on the bottom with the honey on top, and it like makes that color a little lighter. Is that what you're thinking about?
Seemed like it was on the top, but I think you know what I'm thinking about.
I think, yeah, I think we're on
Right?
the same page here. Yeah,
Are we?
yeah, I think so. It was like the honey color, but it just like looked a lot lighter. Or no? I have one of the honey colors right here. I don't know if I have. So this is the honey. It's full of course, clay splatter, but if you're thinking of a color that was like that but lighter, then it would have been clear on the bottom. I'm sorry. All right, well, what do you think? Should we do? we go. Those will be cool mystery. Decide them later. I think we can put the clear away and move on to pink opal. Let's see. Okay, so we have this bucket of water over here so we can do any type of washing in between. Let's see. Just gonna wash out our brushes. Bucket. Just got this guy today. He's really helpful. Let's see. Close up our clear and set it to the side. Let's start off here. This is our pink opal we mixed up. Pull it up here. So it needs mixed up really well still. And when they sit around for a day or two, all the chemicals get separated from the water. Just have to go in and just mix it up until we see that tornado that we were talking about before. And just because we just made this color too, we're going to test it, probably add a little more water to it to make sure it's the right consistency. Mixed up. Do our cuticle test. It's pretty thick, so let's add some water to it. I'm gonna take a bottle and fill it up in the sink. Let's see. Be right back. Perfect. Let's just add a little bit, maybe half the bottle. Let's see where we're at. You can always add more water, but can't really take it out, so just do a little bit at a time. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Let's go a little bit more. Yeah. so thick? Let's see. Make sure it's really stirred up. Going with dry hands. That'll help a lot too. Let's see. That is looking good. I like that. All right. So we have everything. We have our pink opal on top, and then our opal melt, and our triple melt, and then our blue spume, which will be opal on bottom, and then a turquoise on top. Now, everything else will be a solid different color. Over here we have forest and honey. We also have this purple quartz that we just added I forgot about. So that one is also opal with honey with opal on top. So that'll be pretty cool. Do honey first on that one. So let's start off here. These are hanging planters. Let's get a good dip on these. What we're looking for here is a nice crisp line. So we're gonna keep it really steady as we dip it in. 1, 2, 3. Come up. And we don't want any drips. So we're just gonna do this rotation to get that little drip bead that happens on the edge to disperse. Well, that looks good. Well, that's the top. And then for the bottoms, we leave the top part that the planter sits onto unglazed, and then we glaze the bottom. So this will just go a quick dip. There we go. And then set this upside down so it dries. Yes, please. Yeah, I want more water. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, jewelry fountains. We threw this last time on stream as well. So we threw those. This is the same piece. And now we fired it and we're gonna biscuit. Let's see. Let's see if we can dip this all up in. Thank you. Let's see.
You saw a little creature out there by the water. Creature by the water.
No, what did you see? All the way in.
It's Mr. Little Guy. He's here.
Stop it.
He's here. What are you doing? Oh, he just had a little snack.
No way.
Yeah.
Got the best little guy.
And he gets a little booty spanked there every once in a while. And he gets a head scratched there.
He deserves it.
He's a good guy.
He is. I think I'm out.
Don't show that on YouTube, buddy.
Oh my gosh, he's being bad?
No, he's being good.
Okay. We are going to dip these V60s now. Let's see.
So we're done with the clear?
We're done with the clear. Packed it up, we put it away. We're onto the opal now. So we have a bunch, 4 or 5 different ones that need the opal at least as the base. So we are gonna do these V60s. And we're gonna do a clear dunk down, hold it for 2 seconds, and then pull it up.
How much opal glaze do we have?
I made a 3,000 gram batch. Our usual batches
See if you
are.
can show the camera a bit.
Yep. Let's see. Can you see it there?
So not very much.
Not very much. I mean, it's half of a batch.
And we don't have any more of those chemicals
No, not for this one.
or ingredients, not necessarily
No,
chemicals.
because I tried to make a full batch for this one, and I made as much as I could. So it'll be okay. And then we'll get some
are
more.
we going to high water tomorrow to buy more ingredients for the glaze?
No, we're not.
We're not.
We're gonna go in 2 weeks when we go back, because this way we can also get clay at the same time. So, let's see. All right, we're gonna go full dip down and hold it. Then pull it up. Go. I definitely wish there was a little more. That's okay. Definitely still seems pretty thick. I'm gonna add more water.
You guys sitting down in this area.
Really? It's being such a good
I
singer.
need more light over here.
Over by you?
So I look like a ghost. I can't really see, but the little guy is.
Oh my gosh.
He's just floating there.
Wow.
You're cleaning your toes. You gotta
Really?
clean your toes.
Definitely. All right, so we are. Oh, thank you guys for watching us and tuning in. If you're watching, say hey in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We actually do have these 4 pieces over here that need a glaze, so we need you guys to decide what the glaze is going to be.
So what are the pieces?
We have 4 4-inch planters. They're these guys.
So 4 medium planters.
4 medium planters.
And
Right now they don't have a glaze assigned to them, so if you want
they're
to.
not for an order or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Three. That looked better. See this one drying, and it'll change colors as it dries.
So is that mark that you made with your finger?
We'll go in with a paintbrush at the very end and cover them up.
Will you add more or rub it away?
I mean, I like to keep them. What do you think? I think they look really
You
good
could
as
do
like a
either
maker's
one. I'm
mark.
just kind of explaining what we'll do. Well, there you got another. That one's probably a little bit too big.
Well, there's 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because your thumb.
Yeah, because you have to hold it. So I like to keep them because it's like, it shows you how the piece was glazed. Like if you know.
Basically,
like
once the glaze dries, it kind of becomes like sand again, and you can essentially just rub it all back together or away or make it smooth or anything. So once that, because it's water right now, it's a liquid, it kind of dries and becomes like a sand, and you can blend everything together really well. So it'll be blended back smoother than the way that you see it now.
I can actually hear it. So I can like hear the glaze being absorbed into the pieces. Try to like get it really close to the camera next time. Let me see. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna dunk this one. We've got our pink opal. We have 6 V60s that are gonna be just pink opal. So let's see. I'm gonna dunk this in. I'm gonna hold it close to the mic to see if you can hear it getting absorbed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It sounds like
My bad. I was. I just turned the music down though.
Oh,
Try it
okay,
again,
okay,
try on
okay.
the next one.
We'll do the next one. It just sounds like a really high frequency, like it's interesting.
I might be able to
You
get
can like hear, you just hear it getting absorbed, and it's just so interesting. So let's see.
What color are we doing again?
This one's pink opal.
So we're doing all 6 of these, you think?
Yeah, there's 6 pink
Who's
opal.
buying these ones?
This is for the Still Life people that we were talking about earlier.
Still Life.
Still Life, I think it's called a company, Still Life CO.
And, in Florida?
It's not. I think it's in Massachusetts. They ordered on Faire. Here.
Well, shout out, Still Life. Thank you.
Can you hear it?
I think maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope
Maybe.
you can hear it. But it's just like a small hissing. It's just like something that makes me happy as well. So it's pretty cool.
It's all the bubbles of the whole mixture kind of settling.
Yeah,
It's cool.
getting
It's like the
absorbed.
ocean. It's like
It is like the ocean. That's a great comparison. You should look up the still. It's called Still Life. Look them up online and see if They sent us a message and said they already had. We sent them a shipment already. And they said they have them out and they really liked them. Bless you. They bought large planters, the 5.5-inch planter, and they bought matcha bowls.
What else could I search for? Still Life what?
CEO, just company, I think. Type in like plant shop or coffee shop, something like that. It's like half a coffee shop, half a plant store. So they bought like some coffee equipment and some plant products.
I had this set up before.
For the screen share?
Yeah. Let's see if I can do it. I got just like a million things going on.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Window capture. Here we go. Visual. Chrome.
You found them?
Yep. Fortunately, I don't have it on the scene that doesn't have my face, so.
Oh, well, you can see.
But here it is. It looks pretty cool. Stilllife.com. Actually, do you think this is it? Come over here.
Yeah, let me check it out. Oh, I'm not sure.
Not it.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. Go back one. Type in a plant store after instead of shop. It's like a plant store and coffee shop, so I'm not really sure. Shop. Yeah. I think it's that one. Click that one.
Oh, here's the Instagram of these.
I hope that's right.
That's awesome.
Colorado.
13.
Let me just make sure.
Oh, it says Florida.
No, it's not Florida.
Oh, you know what it says? It's Florida Road in Durango.
No way.
In Durango, Colorado, yeah.
Let me make sure that's right.
It's
That's
in Durango,
so cool.
Colorado, yeah. I remember seeing this actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Copy. Let's see where that is though. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, Colorado. That's so cool. I don't know why I thought that
Because
Massachusetts.
I saw Florida Road and I was like, whoa.
That is so cool.
Because it blew my mind too. I want to see where it is on the map though. It's interesting to me. Durango, Colorado. Sounds pretty cool. It looks like a really small place.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah. There's like 3 little Motel 6s or some shit. Excuse my
Shout out
language.
Durango. That is so cool though.
Oh my gosh, it's probably, I don't know. It's just right above the New Mexico border.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
It's in the Navajo Nation Preserve.
That is so cool.
Or it's right outside of it, actually. That's
is-
cool, though. We gotta go to Durango, Colorado.
Yeah.
Well,
if
our
you're-
pieces will be there if you're in Durango, Colorado.
Yeah, they
Go down to
Still Life.
Still Life.
What's the full name of the shop?
Still Life Coffee and Botanicals.
Nice.
And here we can see some of their stuff. That's cool.
That is so cool. Durango, Colorado. I've never been to Colorado. That would be a great place to vacation.
I was in Colorado for... Actually, I might have been more than once, but I went to the thing where you're at the Four Corners.
Oh, really? Yeah, where you
So-
can stand in the 4 states at the same time.
I just stood in like 2 on both sides because they like you have to wait in line. Like you don't have to wait in line, but it's like I don't know. It was busy. We were with like a school thing, I think. So
Oh, really?
it was cool though.
Is that when you lived in Arizona?
Yep.
How long do you think that trip was, that bus ride to get there?
It would have been very, very long. I think it might have even been with some of my friends or something.
Oh, yeah.
With like a
Just
group
for
of
fun.
friends.
That's cool.
There's not much there, but it's pretty cool. The drive is more about the drive.
Yeah. So we're dipping the top part of these butter bells into a glaze. So the inside we did the clear coat, and the outside here we're gonna leave raw, unglazed, and then this top is gonna be where the main color is, so that when it's all together, it'll look like one solid form. Yeah. Yeah, that Still Life place, they bought large planters, matcha bowls, flower sconces that hang on the wall, and V60s. So they got half their order for Christmas, and then this is the rest of their order. They said, please send us whatever you have ready to go. So I'm happy to accommodate.
So, and that was most of this firing, right?
This firing currently, that
It was a big majority of
Yeah.
what we just fired. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a big shout out to them. Was that a fair order?
that was a Faire order, yeah.
That's cool too. Shout out Fair.
Yeah, Faire's been pretty good to us. It's just a cool place. It's like Etsy for wholesalers, for businesses to go on and buy only handmade products. Like I said, for local people in Florida or anywhere, if they want to just direct order from us, they don't want to use that website, you just send us an email and we'll send you our wholesale catalog. You can see what we got going on. Or you can just buy one piece. So we have our website set up. You can buy just one item from us or 20. Whatever you need, we got you.
Yeah, the website's made to order,
Yes.
so you can get exactly what you want. At least anything that we have on the website. But if there's something on there that you don't see, I mean, basically we can make anything.
Yes.
And also, if you didn't want, because it's made to order on the website, so it would take it'd take maybe a month.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks is what I usually say.
We have a new
Yeah.
kind of situation with the kiln, so you definitely wouldn't get it in a week. But if you needed or wanted something, you could always just hit us up and say, hey, what do you have right now? And we can send you some pictures of whatever you'd be interested in.
Yeah, we have all of our products that we take out to the markets. So if you need anything you want, you're like, I just need a V60 right now. Like, what colors do you have available?
The guy is sitting here like such a good guy.
I'm jealous.
He's perfectly floating.
Oh my gosh. Can't see him. I want to see his lovely face. That over there. All right. So we go straight down, dip, and hold. And we come up. And we just rotate in a circle. Hopefully don't hit the plant. And just doing that rotation allows that last little bead of glaze to get dispersed so that you don't have a line just dripping down onto your piece that you have to deal with later. And if you do have that, it's no big deal. You just sand it off at the end. Once it's dry, like Nick was saying, it pretty much turns into a sand. So,
But it becomes so soft, it's you don't even have to sand it off.
yeah, they call it finger sanding.
Finger sand. Because it's really just, you can just rub it. You can sand it with your finger, basically. That's how soft it is.
Do you get any little imperfections? You can always add later as well. So if you missed a little spot, you want to pop a little more glaze on there. So we keep everything organized, because in this form, you know, even though this is a pink opal glaze, it looks gray, and a lot of them look gray. So we keep everything separated now. So in case we have to add a little spot healing, you know, then we know which glaze we use, and we can go right back to it.
We just hit 100 minutes.
Whoa.
Hour 40 minutes.
Hour 40 minutes, 100 minutes. It's pretty dark out here. We're doing a...
Yep, 7:53. It's definitely sunset. Been for a while. We need a few more lights. One more for you and one more for me.
Yeah.
But how do you think we're at on this? We're on our progress here.
We are maybe 25%. Yeah. Also,
I'm not sure if my mic was catching that.
mainly because we're just, you know, we're taking our time explaining everything that we're doing, and we like to talk to y'all. So it takes a little bit longer than it would if we were just quietly flying through it. But
Probably how the stream's gonna end though.
what do you mean the stream's gonna end?
Huh?
What'd you say?
That's probably how it's gonna end though.
Oh yeah, true. Just trying to get everything done by the end of it. Once you guys have heard our entire spiels about everything. All right, let's see. We're still going here.
So what's next?
There's still some more to do opal melt. So we're pretty much doing like the first layer of a multiple glaze combo. So I'm running out of space too. These are now no longer just going to be opal melt. They're going to be, or just opal, pink opal, they're opal melt. So it'll have opal on the bottom and then a purple on top, and that'll melt together. So we have maybe 8 pieces that'll be like that. And then the other ones will be the same, but added blue on top of that as well. So purple and then blue. That'll be our triple melt. And then we have another whole shelf here that's blue spume, which is a blue on top of the pink. So
Here,
lots
show
of
that
layering.
one, because with all the other ones when we were doing the clear, you couldn't really see it on there. But here, just try to get it,
The one I'm holding right now?
yeah. You can kind of see.
The difference.
It's like, definitely thicker than milk,
Yeah.
but you can see how it, kind of leaves a coating on there. It dries very quickly, basically, right away.
You can see down here the light part, that's dry, and then this is wet. So if I were to touch this top area where it's still shining, it'll leave a big
Yeah,
mark.
You can see that on the camera.
That's awesome. You guys got it. So we're gonna keep on working through these. Once it's dry enough, we add our second or third layer. There we go. This is the top for the hanging planter, and this is the little bottom. And we keep the pieces that touch unglazed. I am running out of room here. Let's see what I can do. Oh. One right down. Oh. And these, because we dip them, We don't need to add any wax resist to create lines or have any issues with the bottom. If we get a little spot, we could just wipe it away, but we're not dipping it fully into the glaze. My favorite way to do it. There we go. Let's see, so this is our last piece for the opal melt series, and we're going to move on to do the blue spume, which will be opal on the bottom, turquoise on top. Go. What do you like better, Nick, the blue spume color or just the pure turquoise? Do you know the difference? I think I might have them both here, but
Well, I'll tell you what the people like and don't like, because we always end up with a lot of extra blue things.
blue things, yeah. Been cutting back a little bit, but do have some orders here. What color do you think is the most popular?
Since we made the honey mustard, also I just kind of like that one. And the forest, but probably, I mean, you called it triple melt a couple times
yeah.
this stream. We don't really have a name for it, you know, but that one, I kind of think of it as unicorn blood, but
Ooh, that's a way better name.
it's kind of like goofy. That one's, you know, they can all end up being the best, depending on how like the individual one ends up. It's, you know, you get some of them that just end up so cool on their own.
Yes.
So you can't really pick a color. It's just piece by piece.
That's the beauty of it, honestly. It's like they're all individual in their own right. I love that. And we definitely want to make some new colors too. I was thinking of like just a purple would be really cool. What do you think? Like a deep purple.
Yeah.
Very deep purple. Maybe something that has like sparkles.
It's more complicated figuring out what's possible, because a lot of the glazes that you see are like kind of drab,
Yeah. Very true.
and you know, we're trying to go for more of like a I don't even know how to describe it. Like nature is heavily inspired by nature. I don't want to say pop, but it's a little poppy, a little vibrant, but also kind of like pastel.
Yeah.
But then with, you know, our new colors with honey mustard and forest, we have some, you know, some more neutral things.
Yes.
But yeah, I'd like purple would be cool if it was a cool purple. We'd have to experiment and test and see
Definitely.
what kind of purple we could make.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll have to check it out.
Nice. Oh man. I think we have two more. Then we can switch out colors. Let's see. think before we switch colors, we'll go back and look at the pieces that we first dipped and see if there's any spots we can heal. Any little spots that need a little extra help. There we go. Our new kiln situation is looking extremely promising, where we'll be able to load a kiln up and then fire it right away and then unload it the next day. So our turnover time will be so much faster. So it's like we threw all this stuff last week and we fired it this week. Now we're glazing it. We're going to glaze it by the end of the week, by the beginning of next week. I mean, a 2-week turnover, 3-week turnover would be awesome. And then if somebody ordered a lot and they needed it right away, you could prioritize in certain types of ways and get your order out as fast as possible. Let's see. Okay. No, they're still really wet, the first ones that we dipped. So I'm gonna leave them be. These back down here in the blue spoon category. Let's see. All right, so now what we have over here, clear with opal drips. So this is how I like to do the drippies. Just gonna place them all around. Can you see that? What's up? There we go. I got you. That's okay. So we're gonna go all the way around the piece. Let's see. I don't want my own fingers to get in the way, but let's see. Let's go on this side right here too. And here's an example of blue over clear, right? So now we're doing pink over clear with these drips. This was an order online from somebody who ordered this and a dripper, coffee dripper, and a little spoon rest, a mini spoon rest to go with it. We have these little gift sets set up online, so you can buy it all together and get a discount. Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure the whole rim is coated. What's up? Am I only doing 2? I think, yeah, just 2 of these. All right. Let's see, so we're doing 1 mug, 2 drippers, and 1 spoon rest like this. So, just let me get a good look at this and see if I want to add any other drips. I like that. I'm just gonna clean up the bottom. So the bottom here, we didn't put any wax resist on, so you can see the difference in the bottoms that we were showing you that had the wax. These you kind of have to really scrub away, but you still can remove any glaze that you need to. Let's see. Here's one right here. There we go. Let's keep on going. We're gonna do the maybe P60s, just like that. Let's see. I'm gonna hold it kind of like, get some. Let's see how these look. So if there's any drips that we don't like, once it's totally dry, we're gonna be able to scrape them off softly with a metal rib. So these I really like, but this one over here I don't really like. So that one will go away, and the other ones will stay. Let's see. One right there on the, yes, perfect. It's looking, I like that a lot. Let's see, I'm gonna just put a little coat on the top as well around the rim. That'll help it drip as well. So like this little splash and this little extra drip will probably get taken away at the very end. Put this one back up here. We're gonna do it one more time with this P60. Of course, the second time is always better. It's very nice. You go around and put another layer on the rim. Kind of want some more on the handle as well, so I'm gonna just add a little drip on the handle. There we go. Oh, and then with the spoon rest. Nick, what do you think? Should I do like a splatter with this to do the two-tone color? Or do a drip, so like they're all dripping towards the middle? Or like a splatter?
Yeah, you could just have it drip towards the middle.
Towards the
You
middle?
could spin it around.
Yeah.
How do you think it's working out?
It's interesting. It's looking like one of those sprays. Do you know those tie-dye wheels that you would do at a carnival?
I think at this point,
It's pretty bad, huh?
definitely lost the drippy effect.
Yeah, true. All right. So this one I'm gonna wash off, and then we will redo it. I actually have another spoon rest down here.
Is there a smaller brush close to you? 'Cause
Yes,
that one's probably
there is a smaller brush.
A little bit too big.
Smart. Because we're washing this one off, like I said before, we gotta wait for it to totally dry. So maybe I can sit it in front of a fan. It'll be dry by tonight. Otherwise, it'll take till tomorrow.
Where's the fan at?
I think it's behind the shelving unit right here. So let's see. There we go.
I guess basically, you could go one way or the other. I would say drips going down in one way, like from top to bottom,
Okay.
or drips going towards the middle. I say towards the middle, but
Yeah, we'll try with a smaller brush in a minute. I'm gonna put it back in this clear really quick. 3. This is another spoon rest that we had that was an extra, so I'm gonna replace it for this order. Right here. And then we're gonna wait till that dries up to add the opal drips.
Are you doing another mug? Another drippy mug?
I wasn't going to, but I can.
Yeah, we should. Didn't.
I only had the 2 mugs, and I already glazed the other mug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can add drippies to it.
I glazed it with opal first, and the order was clear with opal on top.
That mug's for an order?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, so.
Maybe we can retroactively try to make a short about it right now, though. Like, we'll film the beginning of it real quick. Like, when you're done with that.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so this is going to be the one with the drips. So I guess let's try a smaller brush. I have a way smaller brush. Try this little tiny one. Let's see. Smaller brush is definitely the way to go here. Oh no. Is that okay? Let's see.
Do you have a medium-sized brush?
Kind of in between.
Or a smaller brush?
Even smaller brush? Yeah, I think I do.
Maybe just put some in-betweeners in there, just to...
Yeah, smaller drips?
Just different lengths and shapes and sizes, just to make it a little bit more...
Yeah. Alright, let's try this one. Yeah. Let's see.
Alright, I got a good one.
Tell me.
That one on the oh. Take that. Okay.
Tell me.
Nope. Yep. You just kept going. It's full now. I think it's pretty much over.
Is this one okay in the middle? All right. That was fun. I'm gonna go around the edge and just clean up and make sure it's a straight line. So. There we go. This one did have wax resist around the whole edge, so it was really easy to clean. But here, okay, so this is the mug, right? And this is a spoon rest. and this will be a nice little set. What do you think? You want me to spin it? Whoa. There we go. It's fun to make custom orders where anything's possible. This is exactly what they wanted. They wanted clear on the bottom, opal melt drips, the V60, the mug, and the mini spoon rest for their whole set. All right, so we're gonna let this dry up, and then, perfect. Okay, all of our opal is done for our first coats, and we're gonna move into, let's do the honey next, I think. Let's see. Put our lid on our opal. Get a brush out of there. Wow, this plant is really on it. It's attacking me. Did you see that? All right.
Tack close to you. You have a tack.
Yeah, I do.
You can put that leaf off to the side.
Yeah,
Pin it away. You have a tack.
I do have a tack. Can you help me? Sorry. Tack it over here. Let's see. Let's get him up on the wall. Get him out of the way.
You put it right above the sticker, maybe.
This is actually like a beam. It's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really hard to. I'll just tuck it over here like this. I think it'll be okay. There we go. All right, we're gonna do orange next because our orange gets layered, so I wanna have ample time for it to dry in between. So I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but these are all of our glazed buckets stacked on top of each other. This is turquoise.
Not sponsored by Ace. We need to black those things out.
I mean, this is the Home Depot one, the Ace one. I mean, I guess they always have their own thing. This is the purple, and then this is the forest. Let's see. Honey, and then of course, orange is on the bottom. Let's see. Get like a pre-shake. Go. Oh yeah. This one smells so weird. It smells different than all the other glazes. Let's see. Mix it up really well because it's the first time we're using it in a couple days. So just want to make sure all the chemicals are blended as well as they can be. So definitely I can feel it stuck to the bottom. Let me go in there with like a tool, try to scrape it up. Man, it's chunky. Let's use this. Sponge is gone. Just going to use the bottom edge of this tool to scrape off all the settled chemicals. Get them mixed back up into our glaze. I was told once that if you put a little bit of Epsom salts in your glazes, it helps them not settle so fast. And I don't think we have any of those. I don't think I ever used it in my own practice, just at the communal studios. I'd recommend doing it. I used them at the, I used them at the clay studio in Philadelphia. I'm sorry? I haven't used it at home, so yes, I have done it at in Philadelphia at a communal studio. I have used Epsom salts, but I was told it's something I was told to do. Now we're just scraping the bottom, scraping these chemicals off. Get them mixed back up together. There we go. All right. Making a mess. Get the tornado going. There we go. That is looking good. All right, so we have two glaze combinations that we use with this orange. So we do like a regular orange as well as sunrise and sunset, which is a pink on top of the orange and a blue on top of the orange. So we just have a few butterbells that were ordered in the sunset and sunrise. So we're gonna get this orange dipped right in here. There we go. So there's two of each, two sunsets and two sunrises. 2, 3, like a 3-second. Go. That one really didn't get totally covered. There we go. I don't think we're doing any pure orange today. Maybe next kiln. We're gonna start making next week a bunch of products for our markets and any orders that come in. Since we have this new kiln situation, we'll be able to get through some of our orders faster than before. And make a bunch of stuff for the markets, which will be awesome. If there's anything you want to see out there, see on the table, new products, new designs, you got to let us know. Tell us in the comments. There we go. Just dipping the tops of these butterbells right in there for a few seconds. Do you have any new products that you've been thinking about making, Nick? 3.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely. We're working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. It's NDA'd right now. Can't put it on the stream. But
Hell yeah.
next year, there will be a lot to see. So make sure you're tuned in because we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff next year for sure.
Here we go. All right, we're switching glazes. Moving on. Put the orange away for now. Let's go in with the honey. Let's see. There's definitely a lot in this one. I think I'm gonna be elbow deep in this one. If any residue from a different clay, a different glaze. Oh yeah. This one's so dark too. You can see. Get it really well mixed up. Okay, this was one of the two newest glazes in 2023. We had honey mustard and forest green. And we experimented with the black a little bit. But we have definitely some new colors coming in 2024. Let's see. All right. Feeling pretty well mixed up. Try to get all this off of my hands. Let's see. So we got 2 buckets of water. All right, so we're going in with the V60s. These are gonna get honey on the bottom and opal on top. I'm gonna get a quick dip. There we go. This brown gets everywhere, so I just have to be sure. I'll wipe off my fingers between each dip. 2, 3. Nice. These are little coffee makers, little V60 drippers, manual drips, gravity drips. They go by so many names, but they're just the most functional coffee equipment you could ever have. And they make the best tasting coffee, in my opinion. We go in between doing a French press and using one of our V60s. And I usually do the French press if I'm a little too lazy, but it takes like 3 to 5 minutes to do a cup of coffee or 2 cups in this drip. It always tastes so much better out of the dripper. It's insane. But you know, the French press, you get more like mouthfeel of the coffee. This one is just like super smooth. super, super smooth. Stir. There we go. These leaves, I really love how much they want to be close to me. Let's see. So we had 2 individual orders for this color V60. And then we had 1 wholesale order for this color as well. There we go. So this is called Purple Quartz. And I don't have an example of it, but I really love it. It's this honey with the pink on top of it. And it creates this depth and just like opalescence that it's just so beautiful. 2, 3. There we go. We just are rotating our wrist back and forth for this little drip that's right there. We're just trying to evenly distribute that drip, so we don't get a nice big line on the side of our pieces that we have to take care of later. There we go. Two more V60s in this color. 3. There we go. This color's so dark that even if you were to like wipe away the entire glaze on this piece, it'll still remain pretty dark. It'll kind of stain it, but when you fire it in a different color, or even just like some part that's bare, it just fires away, which is really nice. So even though it looks like it's still there, it's not. But hopefully we don't have to do anything like that today. 2, 3. There we go. That drip disperse. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. I'll put this right down in here. Yeah, that's what these are. It's honey. I am. So we are moving on to just honey color. So these 4-inch planters will be pure, solid, will be solid color, honey mustard. There we go. That is nice. And we have one of those, and then we have 2 Butterbells, one of which was an order. One is for our markets. Let's see. Straight down, hold for 3 seconds. Back up slowly. And disperse that last little drip. Disperse it. There we go. getting tight in here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Two, three. Nice. Let's see. Pop that right there. Move these around. Gonna have to eventually get another shelving unit maybe, or figure out some shelving over here. Maybe go higher, get another shelf up top. These butter bells, I think we made 10 of them this last time around, and we already have to make more because as soon as we made them, we had more orders that came in for them. So they just got dedicated to different people, which we love. So thank you guys so much for ordering from us, keeping us busy. And if you're out there watching right now, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like and the bell. Oh, we love you guys. So. All right, we're moving on to forest. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm gonna do one more. Two, three. Oh, yeah. Just letting that last little drip get dispersed every single time. Right. Let's put our honey away. We're gonna move on to forest. Go. Just give it a little shake. A little pre-stir. Forest green. This one's nice. See? Stir it up. Get that tornado happening. That pre-stir really helped. Well, honey, I couldn't do that. It was way too heavy. Got it. See our cuticles, it looks like the good consistency. A good consistency. So I was saying how this one V60 order, where it's the honey and the pink on top for all these V60s, it's for a Faire order. But I never looked up their company. If you wanted to look it up, it's called Mason. I'll find out where they're at. No way, it says they're in Colorado too.
Really? Is it
Basalt in Basalt, BA. Salt.
What's the, how can I look up the
Oh,
shop?
Mason, Maison, home decor store. It says view website. MasonTheCollective.com. I haven't looked at all at them, so you got to tell me what it looks like. And they ordered 10 V60s total.
Looks like their Instagram came up first. Nope, that's Singapore. That's
Singapore.
Oh, Denver. I think it looks like Denver.
Yeah, I don't know. It says Basalt. Maybe that's just where
No,
the shipping is, but MasonTheCollective.com.
it's like the second time we tried to do it. What's the website?
Mason, Maison, thecollective.com. Says the website looks like they have some tables, holiday.
I must have typed it in there. Try to do it again, honestly.
Yeah.
What's the website? MASON.
MAI.
Oh, MAI.
Yep. MAISON.
The
Thecollective.com.
Wow.
It looks beautiful.
Cool. Well, shout out to them. What'd they get?
They got 10 V60s. They got them in triple melt and purple quartz. So.
Appreciate y'all guys.
Were you able to grab it?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah?
I got them on here. I can see. Check
Very
out the
cool.
website.
Do they have other pottery?
I want to see their Instagram. I don't know why, 'cause this
Wow. Tell us how you really feel. Or that jewelry fountain dipped in there. Nice.
Spell Colorado. I just kind of wanted to see if they had like an address, but
No?
I guess it said Denver.
Oh yeah? Nice.
That's cool though.
It's
I
crazy
wonder
we
how,
got
we're getting pumped in Colorado. Shout out to Colorado. I'd love to go to Colorado.
Yeah, that would be so cool. I hear the hot springs are where to be. That's what I want to do. So these little kitty cat planters for botany cats. And they do cat adoption out of a van. So they go to different events and have cats where you can just go in kind of cat cafe style and play with them and then adopt them. Two, three.
Yeah, but we never been inside to touch the cats. What's up with that?
Oh, what's up with that?
I want to touch all these cats.
I
Wanna say
know.
hi.
Well, we have our own little kitty here. So paying to touch a bunch of kitties.
And we're gonna get him a friend.
Yeah, we do gotta get him a friend.
So we can teach him how to be a good guy.
Aw. Our little guy being a big brother. He'd be a really good big brother. We get in a bunch of trouble together. Three, four. definitely have a jewelry fountain here that needs to be a honey color as well. In a minute, I'm gonna go back and dip that. Let's see. Let's give this a mix again. Oh yeah. Four. Little green hanging planter. That'd be really nice. Well, most of these hanging planters are for the markets. Well, we have 2 that were ordered online for opal melt, so those are dedicated to somebody already.
Give a shout out to 2 people that hit the follow.
Oh,
I guess unfortunately we don't have the follow or subscriber notification turned on.
thank you guys for following us.
We gotta get that turned on so we can shout y'all out as you subscribe. Every stream's getting a little better, but shout out to the homies that are subscribing.
We love you. Absolutely love you. Go. Yeah, there's actually if you're watching us, we have a little short up of us unloading all of this. So if you had any interest in seeing us, the process that we were doing a few hours ago, bringing all this stuff up out of the kiln, you can see it there. See it right on the channel. Hit the bell so that you can always get notified. When we put up stuff every day, every other day. Let's see. Let's do this one.
Shout out to anybody watching us on Twitch, because I guess we just set up the restream, the last stream, so this is the second time we've done it, and I'm on the analytics on restream, and looks like we have some people watching on Twitch, which is pretty cool.
Whoa, thanks guys. So we're pretty new to Twitch, so if there's any tips you can throw at us, we want to hear them. It's cool you guys are out there on Twitch.
We're on YouTube and Twitch right now, but with restream, we might be on more channels in the future.
Did you say we should do one of the random planters with green and pink, or honey and pink? You said honey and pink together? Something like that? Or I'm not sure what you had suggested. It was a really good suggestion.
What was I thinking?
Something we never did. Oh, orange.
Green and orange.
Green and orange. All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
Try it.
I'm gonna put this away and get the orange.
We
back.
never tried that. So.
Yeah, something new. Let's get
You
our
have
orange.
a pen over there too?
What's that?
You have a pen you can throw me? Supposed to be right
Yeah.
here with my,
I definitely stole your pen. I'm sorry. I have a Sharpie.
It's a Sharpie.
I don't have a pen.
I have a really thin paper notebook. I can't write with the Sharpie.
Oh no.
Really?
I really
I'll
don't
just,
have
try to figure it
one. I'm so sorry. I definitely did steal your pen, and I owe you that pen, so. All right, we are going for, I'm gonna get these honey ones done first. My bucket is on top. Let's get this mixed up. Oh yeah, that's good.
So I'll try to. Well, I wrote it down. Try to remember. Since this, we're doing this as a little bit of a test. well, we've never done it before, at least. Green with orange. So we'll put all the pieces together. We'll try to track this piece and see how it ends up turning out. But I'll remember to save this evidence of the glazing of the green and orange, and then we'll see how it ends up looking in the future.
I think it'll be pretty cool because I really like the pink over orange and the blue over orange, green over orange. It might look like seaweed. What do you think?
Seaweed?
Yeah, like I think it'll look like seaweed, like organic, like I don't know.
Who knows? It might just turn out to be brown and terrible, and disgusting. Might end up right in the trash, but
We'll end up with one of our plants inside of it.
yeah, it'll be fine. All right, let's try it out.
Yeah. This honey bucket was on top of the orange, so I figured I'd get that out of the way first. There we go. Let's put this back over here. All right. I have lost all of my brushes. Let's see what we can do here. This one settles so fast. Oh yeah. There we go. You want to do maybe, let's see, orange with purple on top of it too?
Have we done that?
No, we haven't.
That sounds pretty cool. We definitely have done pink and green though, right?
Yes, I think there's one downstairs that's pink and green.
Do something we haven't done.
Yeah,
See how it looks.
nice. All right, you want for a dip?
Wait, is this the green one?
Yeah, we're gonna do orange first. Green on top. We can do both if you want to do two of them, one with orange on top as well as green on bottom. It'll be totally different. I think.
That would be kind of cool.
What's that? Kind of cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be kind of cool. Let's do one. Orange on bottom, green on top, and then green on bottom, orange on top.
Let's do it. All right. Get the forest right here. Alright, so have a little expo here. That's how we mark everything with what we're gonna glaze it, so we never get messed up. So this one's gonna be orange, green on top. This one's green on bottom.
I was gonna look up like what? Oh,
on
orange
top.
and black, orange and green.
Oh yeah.
I guess never mind. Orange and green are mixed together.
2, 3. Found anything good?
It makes like a darker green, I guess.
Darker green? I mean, it could be pretty
It's
cool.
hard to describe, kind of. I guess we'll see.
That's fun. Let's see. This is supposed to be honey as well. Try to stay as organized over here as possible, but let's see. Let's get a little crazy sometimes. Forest,
We got
honey.
15 minutes left on this soundtrack.
Wow, we went through the whole soundtrack.
Oh, I started it kind of like
Wow.
a little bit in the middle. And also, we are 14 minutes away from hitting 3 hours, so
3 hours. It's
we will be wrapping up the stream shortly here.
very true. We have to finish up our glazing either late tonight or Sunday. It's tomorrow. We're doing this event in St. Petersburg all day. We'll be at a market right off Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Florida, from 11 to 4. If you're over that way, come out and say, hey, I saw you on the YouTube. Let's see. We do have one more here, 4-inch planter that doesn't have a destination. We have 2 that are going to be with the honey bottom, pink on top, like you were talking about earlier. What do you think about this one?
It was honey and
Green?
green.
Is that what? I'm gonna write it down here then.
What was it? It was orange and green.
That's this one, orange and green.
Okay.
This one's green and orange. And
Okay.
then we have one with the purple, or with pink. 2 with pink over honey, which is the purple quartz glaze.
I actually got this other camera.
So this one's still drying right here. You can see the green, it's pretty dark on the top. So before we put the orange on top of that, we gotta wait. We mark the table with the colors that we're going for, this orange. We got honey over here, we have one right here, has no home, no destination.
Well, what's it gonna be?
I wanna do something fun. Let's see. Maybe let's do like, I want to do maybe orange on the bottom and do the purple on top, because we haven't done it before and it could be pretty cool. And the purple sometimes turns out pretty red, so like it could look like fire.
I gotta fix my like chroma key too. Just so ghosty.
Let's see.
So that's what you're going for? Orange
Yeah,
and,
let's do
purple?
orange
Alright.
and purple. Write it right here. Orange. June Perry purple. That's the purple that we use. We don't really glaze anything in just straight purple. It's very, I don't know, I just don't like it that much, I guess. I like it, it's such a good layering color. Like on top of anything, it makes it so much better, but just on its own, it's kind of meh. So, let's get this mixed up. Nice. If all of these come out well, then we'll be able to layer all of our glazes over orange.
Alright, I definitely fixed it.
Was something wrong?
Yeah, just had to go in the properties and kind of fix it. That's good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good
It was a
job.
good stream. I got the audio fixed, and I just fixed my camera, and
Working out the kinks.
we need one more light for you and a couple other little things, but
Yeah.
it's definitely the best stream.
Episode 5. Best one so far.
All right, what do we got left?
So what we have to do is go back through all the opals and do any touch-ups, and then we're gonna go and start doing the layering and doing the double dips. So what do you think? You want to keep going?
We got like 9 minutes left.
Yeah, think we should call it then.
Just do, and we'll sign off as we go, and then
Okay.
I'll hop in and we'll finish real quick and go to bed.
Shoot. Go to bed. Like have dinner.
I wish the camera was good when little guy was right here.
Aww. He'll come back. He will be back. Let's see. This is our opal. Oh yeah. This one smells good. I don't know why, but it does. It smells really good. Let's see. So we're just gonna go back over all of our pieces that we did with opal first and make sure there's no additional spots that we need to hit. So all the V60s, let's see. So especially like this jewelry fountain here, when we dipped it in, so you see we have to hold this little part right here. Dip the whole thing. So we're just gonna go back in with a brush and add some opal onto there. Get rid of all my brushes. Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of make it a pretty thick layer right here. Let's see. There we go. Pretty thick, and let it dry, and then maybe go over it once more. And then because it's uneven, we can just finger sand that down once it's all dry. There's that. Oh, looks like there's another one right here. Perfect. Check out our butter bells. Maybe add a little bit right there where our fingers were. Perfect. And this one over here. Make that line nice and crisp. Go. Same with the mug right here. Let's see, just add a little more around this edge. Clean it up. Got 2 more bells. Let's see what we're working with here. We're not too worried about doing major cleanup right now. That'll happen at the end once we added all of our layers. So we're just really trying to get it saturated where we want it to be saturated, right on the edge.
Music's getting cranked. It's the last song. We got like 5 minutes left.
The last song.
Let's just see what you can bust out.
All right, let's do it. Power hour. Gotta roll these away. Alright, so we're dipping quick dips of opal onto these honey colors. It's honey V60s. And then any piece that can't get in the dip, we're just gonna brush a little coat on. Especially when it comes to doing the double layer, doesn't need to be as thick as the first one. It's definitely gonna drip. So we're just gonna make sure that's all saturated. Right where we want it to be. Here we go. You can always come in after and do a little bit more if it needs it. But that is what I'm talking about. Getting tight. Let's see. Nice. Let's see. Lost our brush. Let's go in. Create our bottom. Just gonna brush it on. Okay, we're doing opal over honey to create purple quartz. Let's see. Try to get all these in here. best that we can. Quick dip. Shake it off. We want it to be kind of on the thinner side for the second dip. Doing a power hour. We're moving fast right now, seeing how much we can get done. Come back in later tonight or tomorrow with some touch-ups. Make sure everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. Nice. It's crazy how these colors, they all look gray right now, but once they get fired, they turn out so vibrant. So maybe when we unload, I don't know if you'd want to do this, Nick, but when we unload the kiln, would you want to go live when we unload the glazes? That'd be pretty cool. Definitely have a video, but...
What, from the cell phone?
Yeah. Just an idea.
If we could figure out the GoPro.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Apparently you can do that, but...
That'd be really cool.
But the song ran out.
Oh, no.
So we just passed 3 hours. We did a lot.
We did do a lot.
It was fun.
Best stream yet. Episode
Yep.
5.
Huh?
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
We're in it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad actually, because like the first one was over a month ago. So.
Is it average one a week or no?
Just definitely not enough, but
Yeah.
once we get more comfortable and it's a little bit easier, we'll end up being able to do, like I said, next year, we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff. So thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you guys.
Anything I want to say?
I'm gonna say thank you guys for subscribing. Anybody that subscribed today and will in the future from seeing this stream, like that is so awesome of you guys, and it means a lot. Because we are working hard on making this content and we want you to enjoy it. So let us know what you want us to make. We're throwing next week. We're gonna get back into it. So if there's anything you want to see us throw, you gotta let us know in the comments. But
Yeah, definitely get involved. Drop a like, hit the sub, say hi in the chat,
yes.
ring the bell. Just definitely talk to us. You know.
Yeah, we
we're
want to
here.
talk to y'all.
And thanks for watching. And also, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! How did I forget? Happy holidays to anyone who's celebrating.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Check out our shorts because you can see kind of daily updates of what we're doing. And we got, try to do one every day. We unloaded a kiln today of this stuff that we just glazed. Is that short up?
It is up, yep.
So yeah.
You can see it.
So you can see yesterday the short, we loaded it. Today you can see the short, we unloaded it, and then you can check us out live. We just glazed the stuff, and then you'll see the short of us loading it again, and then
and that's gonna happen all the time. We're always gonna be making more stuff. So let us know what you want to see. Like, you want to see us do something crazy, you gotta tell us, because we're in it. We want to hear from you.
all right. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
See you guys.